There are tools that we use as architects to compose. We're using space, we're using light, textures, materials. Colors, technology. Architecture is a tool that expresses who we are as human beings. In our personalities, we've got so many diverse passions and sides to us, and our homes and private spaces are reflections of ourselves. This particular apartment is one of the largest apartments in Manhattan. It's totally open from 360 degrees to the views of New York City. Add to that one of the biggest private art collection in the world, all on the 90th floor. The central theme was a journey of one family into the city of New York, into this epic place. As you enter the apartment, you cross what we call the Zen garden. We chose to enter the apartment facing the East River, Queens and Brooklyn, the airports, the UN building, as a symbol that there's a gateway and there's a place where this particular family came from. Allowed us to really create a rich and deep sequences of cultural journeys. The idea of placing the Zen garden on the east side, right above the East River, and connecting visually the horizon of the East River with a reflecting pool that happens at the center, and then bringing it vertically through a waterfall into the upper floor. That is the kind of thread that we've tried to create throughout the apartment. Given the scale of the apartment and the complexity of the program that was given by the owner, it was a real challenge of how to create a natural flow. What we decided to do is literally divide the apartment into two parts that connected through a main spine. The southern part of the apartment is the private residence. The other part of the apartment is the entertainment park. That includes listening room, wine room, cigar room, the lounges, and a projection room. The challenge was to express the greatness of the space and the big perspectives that you get and the depth of the apartment without overwhelming you. We've consciously chosen to use totally different materials and textures throughout the apartment. And as one goes from one room to another, every room expresses something totally different about the client. The client had desires to bring elements and memories from different places of the world. And the question was, how do you bring those in an harmonious way? Reflection was a major tool in creating the apartment. Reflection is a tricky thing in architecture because too much of it would create a very uncomfortable feeling. So we've chosen in almost every composition, every room, which materials are going to be reflective and which materials are going to balance them by creating texture. And that composition, almost like a painting, on every given room, was worked very carefully. It's quite a rare opportunity to be able to design a home for one family with the richness of the art and the furniture and the materials and everything else. When you design a private apartment like this, it's all about people who live here and the tools that we have as architects to express who they are And our strength is in the composition of those diverse elements into something that is coherent and is simple, but still contains these complexities in it.
Yeah.